Hello guys, this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the 6th of June 2022 and now we are in the week of the Monday, all right? Okay. So yes, thank you for coming back, Hubert. Thank you so much and thank you guys. I hope all of you have a great weekend. And last Friday, yes, thank you so much. Okay. Well done. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so now let's proceed on today. What do we have here? Okay, all right. Okay, so yes, come back here. All right, Aussie CAD today. All right, what we are looking at for? We are looking for a selling. Right, there's a we are looking for selling today. Well, selling. I think today selling is possible. It's just that we have to look at where is the support, right? So same thing, support is still there, no change, and we are still trying to break that support. Okay, so over here, as we can see, is going on the sideway, right? For about since the 19th of May until now, it's about 2 weeks. So do we have any opportunity right now? As I see, it's at 60 pips to hit the resistance. Okay, so now for this kind of situation, we have to be very careful. All right, what do I mean by have to be careful in the way? All right, right now, as we can see, the situation over here is actually onto the sideway, correct? Yes, we are on the selling. We are looking for selling. So probably today may not be the day unless it breaks the support with a new resistance below, then we will be able to sell. All right. Alternatively, if not, okay, what we are going to see is that it may retrace upwards to test the resistance once again without breaking. Then we can go for a selling within the sideway. All right, within the sideway. Okay, so since that is within the sideway, then probably today Aussie CAD we don't have a chance to sell, although we are in the bear market. Okay, all right. So yes, okay, so let's move again to Aussie franc. I'll give Aussie CAD a miss today. Okay. All right. So in this case, Aussie franc now tentatively we are still in the selling mode over here. So we have tested last week, tested the resistance, and then it got rejected. So now it got rejected. Okay, right? So we have similar over here. Let's look at this. Over here, we are having a higher support on and tested to the resistance with a double top here. Now, this is a good chance. So what do I mean by do we have we have a good chance here? So now I'm going to shift this resistance downwards over here so that you can see clearly that in this range of resistance, okay, this range of resistance over here, right? So this range of resistance, we are going to see that, right now, it is actually into the situation, okay, this range of resistance over here. We are going to see that over here, all right, this range is actually one of the resistance where it will become a head and shoulder, correct? Okay, so this may be one of the resistance we should look out for, okay, before we start selling. Okay, so let's be patient and wait for it to test on the resistance, then we will start selling it. All right. Okay, so yeah, I think that is pretty obvious that we can wait for it to happen. Okay, so right now, what we are going to do is that I'm going to put Aussie franc. Okay, I'm going to put Aussie franc into my watch list. Okay, because I see potential in creating a lower head and shoulder to create a lower resistance over here. All right. So over here, once it's not breaking this resistance, we will have a chance to sell. Sell along the way where it's forming up the head and shoulder. All right. Okay. So now let's put this Aussie franc into our list. Okay. All right. So sell Aussie franc today. Okay. So next to go, Aussie yen. Aussie yen. Well, Aussie yen today, we have coming back a very strong retracement last week. Coming back to retest, okay, the resistance over here. And then let's take a look in over here, what we are going to look out for resistance if we are going to look out for a selling. However, by looking at this Aussie yen, we have been going for a bull run. The retracement is so strong. Okay, so we are now going up for a higher resistance. So do I see the higher resistance over here? Okay, so this area, we are going to wait for it to retest the resistance. Without breaking, then we will be able to sell. However, now if it's going to test on the resistance, then probably it will still going to break the resistance and continue the buy. Why do I say so? Is because if we actually from this range, okay, it's a very strong retracement over here going for a bull. So if we go down to a lower time frame, we are actually looking at higher support creating is a sign of buying strength. So right now, if it's a sign of buying strength, is it good for us to continue the selling? Well, over here, we have tested once on the resistance. Let's wait to let it test on the resistance and see how it goes before you take action. Okay, I would say that probably it may happen in the second half of the day. All right, it may happen in the second half of the day since over here right now we are having a retracement. Okay, so let's wait for it. The Aussie yen may happen on the second half of the day. Then we will have a good chance to sell. All right. So right now, as looking at it to the resistance is about 20 pips, 20 to 25 pips. So it's actually quite near. All right. So I'm going to put this to Aussie yen into my watch list for selling in the second half of the day. Which means that the first half we are not going to focus during my live trading. Okay. All right. So Aussie Kiwi, we are testing into the bear zone. So looks like we are testing into the bear zone. Then it's kind of going to have a retesting. Okay, then we will be able to sell later on. So right now, this retesting, okay, it may comes later half, but because of the volume, okay, I will say that probably it is not so ideal yet. Okay, all right. Okay, so over here, since that's the case, I will not put Aussie Kiwi into my watch list. Okay, so let's see what do we have here for Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar right now, Aussie dollar is actually moving towards the bull. Now reaching up with a resistance over here, which we can see this is a double top. Am I right? Okay, it's a V shape here. So with this, we will be able to see that there's a chance for selling. Okay, there will be a chance of selling. So in H4, as we can see, last week we have already tested once, right? Tested once on the resistance, and it started to get rejected and started to sell down. Well, as Aussie dollar is selling down right now, it's actually having some support that stop somewhere it's supposed to be. Okay, then over at this range of resistance, as we can see over here, the resistance. All right. So now where is the support? Okay, the support level one here. Okay, one here. All right. So right now it's actually breaking to the next support. So this support level is here. So right now we are in the middle. We have 40 pips to go. So right now we are in the middle. Okay, in the middle of this support and the resistance. Where are we heading? There's no clear direction right now. As for me, if I want to trade a selling trade for this Aussie dollar, if I will need to wait for 40 pips. So by the time it reaches the 40 pips, I have already missed the 40 pips of space, which may not be so favorable to me. Okay, so it may also become another head and shoulder over here. We see, as you can see, it's going to move up and then probably you can come down. So I'm going to place the resistance over here. Okay, I'm going to place this resistance over here so that this resistance will be able to tell us if this is going to test on the resistance, and we shall start selling from here. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm going to put this Aussie dollar into my watch list as I see that there's a potential in selling when the head and shoulder has met. Okay, all right. So over here, Aussie dollar, I'm going to put this. Hi Phoebe, nice to see you here. Well, I hope things are doing good over in Philippines. All right. Okay, so over here, Aussie, Euro, Aussie, Euro, Aussie, Euro, Aussie over here right now. I'm not going to sell because looking at it, it is on the way of creating a higher support. Okay, all right. So this higher support is actually right now is on the way, on the way, on the way. Correct. Okay, so I'm not going to sell this. I'm going to skip this. EURCAD over here. EURCAD is still right now. We have already come back for retesting of the bull zone. So over here, you see the candle has getting the volume is getting short, lesser. Is they are struggling at this level, and this level, I will say that probably this has already been tested for the support. So tentatively, I won't be touching it, okay, because it seems like it's building up a higher support, higher low, higher lows, correct? So buying signal is there. So I'm not going to touch this. All right. So Euro yen, Euro yen, Euro yen tentatively we are in the bear zone as it has retraced upwards to test into the bear zone, which they are likely to have a zone that it may have an interchange of trend. That means to say reversal. Okay. So tentatively, I'm not going to touch this. Okay. So I'm going to skip this. All right. Okay. So Euro Kiwi. Let's take a look at Euro Kiwi. Euro Kiwi over here, as we can see. Okay. As we can see over here. Euro Kiwi, we are in the bull, all right, in the bull. So after the bull has reaches the point of a resistance, they retrace downwards for the one whole week over here. And then for the one whole month over here, then we started to hit on the support and the landing is there. So now it's going heading for a bull run as well. So currently, by looking at this, the bull is actually very strong since last week now. Okay, so this troops is very, very powerful. I will just give this a miss. Okay, instead of selling, I'm going to take a buy. All right. Okay, so euro dollar over here. Right, euro dollar, what are we going to look out for? Euro dollar. Euro dollar, well, tentatively, we are now looking out for a bull. So right now, I'm not going to sell euro dollar because euro dollar over here to sell it seems like there's another risk. As I can see, higher support is actually building up. All right, it's actually building up and it's actually into the bull zone, bull running. So I'm not going to touch this. Okay, it's kind of a dangerous. All right, so how about Pound Aussie? Let's take a look at Pound Aussie. Right, Pound Aussie over here. Pound Aussie, we are actually into the bull zone as well. So anytime it can have a reversal. So I'm not going to touch this as well. Right, so Pound CAD over here. Pound CAD, let's see. Pound CAD, we are actually heading downwards. We're heading downwards, breaking through the bull zone. That means the bull zone over here cannot hold. Right, it's unable to hold the zone. The zone cannot hold the price. So the price is actually breaking down since last Friday, and today we have a breaking down of the bull zone. So what am I going to do is that probably it has a chance of a retrace upwards to retest the zone. Then after that, it will started to retrace downwards. Okay, so this is actually quite a long wait. Okay, I will say that now tentatively the wait is supposed to be very patient. Okay, we got to be very patient over here, so that we will be able to have another round of selling. Then this is something interesting. Okay, so that will be quite good. Okay, so just hang on with that. Okay, I think PowerCAD will be something great for the next few days. If the retracement comes along and build up with a new resistance, then that will be better. Okay, like now we are actually having a support already, building our support. So coming soon, okay, coming soon, we'll be having a retracement. Then probably the previous support will become a resistance. Then it will be a better chance for us to sell. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Okay, so another resistance over here. Okay, so that will be a better chance for us to sell. Okay, all right, so that's great. Then next to go, and what do we have for pound franc? So are we going to focus on pound CAD? Roger was asking. No, I'm not going to focus on pound CAD today. Okay, all right. So pound franc over here, pound franc. Pound franc, like over here, it seems like same thing. It has break through the bull zone. So I'm going to wait for it to retest the bull zone before I start selling. As we can see, it actually went back and now retesting the bull zone another round. Okay, just like pound cat over here. Then probably I'm going to wait for the second half or probably tomorrow. Okay, that will be much better. All right. So in this case, okay, I will be also be putting on, okay, that this is something that we are now into the situation of retesting for pound franc of the resistance. Then let's be patient to wait for it to happen. Okay. All right. So pound yen. Let's take a look at pound yen. Right. Pound yen over here. We have something here for everyone. Pound yen. So pound yen. Not right now. We are on the resistance. Correct. Okay. Now, so now let's identify the trend. Swing down. Another round. Swing down. Another round. Swing down. So we have one round swing up, one round, second round, and third round. Correct. So when the third round it hits here, it's in the resistance, the range of a resistance. So in H4, right, we are going to look out for, okay, it's over here, the resistance level over this area. Okay, so this area of resistance. Can you see this area of resistance over here? And now this area of resistance, okay, we have something over here like one test, two test, one the most touches with over here. So this is a resistance over here. Yes, that's good. So now let's look at this resistance. Since this is the resistance over here, and this is a support, no change. All right. So what we are going to look out for is why do I say no change? Because of this long wick below over here. It has 1 week. All right, tested. Okay, in the range, in the area of a resistance support. Okay, to be exact, it should be here. All right, because of the previous resistance becomes support. Okay, so over here, this range here, it gives a hammer. Now it gives a hammer, and what does it mean? There's a rejections. There's a rejections over here, so it also means that candle now is moving towards the north to test the resistance to create a double top before we start selling. Okay, so we are actually very near. Okay, let's take a look. We are about 30 pips away, 30 to 35 pips away. So I rather wait. Okay, I rather wait for this thing to happen before I take a selling trade. Okay, so pound yen. Okay, to take a selling trade for this is right now actually in a retracement. Since the last 2 weeks, we have been trading pound yen for selling of the pullback. Now over here, we have something that actually interests me to sell. However, we have to be very clear about this trend. Right now is on the retracement. So just be very careful if we are going to sell on pound yen. Okay, all right. Probably tomorrow we'll have a better better pattern, price action pattern, and also this candle pattern, and also some very obvious price action that are showing us where it is going. All right, so right now, okay, I'm going to hold this, okay, but into the monitoring currency pair that probably pound yen will have a good chance to sell if it actually if it's actually creating a double top over there, and also, okay, and also then this part here, the double top here. All right, then we will be able to sell better. Okay, all right. So yeah, that's right. Okay, so am I going to put this Aussie yen into my watch list? Probably yes, we can. However, just wait for the double top to come. Okay, all right. So next to go, pound kiwi. Pound kiwi, right? Pound kiwi, we are now we are already in the bull, but retracing downwards as now testing on the support, which is not breaking and is also trying to buy. Okay, having a buy signal. So I will say that I'm going to give this a miss. Okay, all right. So next to go, pound dollar, pound dollar. All right, pound dollar over here, right? Pound dollar, we are now looking for a selling. Well, okay, so right now over here is a selling trend, correct? Now it's actually moving towards the door to the bull. However, However, now the door to the bull is not open and now it's got rejected down, but we stop at the support. We are stopping at the support. So if you can see over here, this is the left inverse shoulder. All right. So right now, this is an inverse neckline over here, and this is the inverse right shoulder. It's forming up the inverse right shoulder. So for this instant, okay, does it looks like going to buy? I would say that probably very likely is going to go for a buy. All right. So this is something that I wouldn't want to say that this is something that is very good for selling now. Okay, so probably it's going back to test on the resistance once again. All right, where is the resistance? The resistance, it should be here. Let me put this away. Okay, there's one resistance up here. Okay, over here, the resistance level. So this is the resistance level that we are looking out for. All right. So after the non-farm payroll, okay, and on the Friday, the beginning of the market, all right, the market has actually started to push until the non-farm payroll has started to push all the way to our target here. Correct? Okay. So that's correct. Okay. So over here, we are actually having this target. After that, I think that's quite a few rounds after we have after this non-farm payroll. Correct? It takes quite a while to reach our target. Okay, so but nevertheless, we have actually achieved the target. Okay, right? So I guess me I think it takes about 3 to 4 hours, right? Okay, it takes 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so I think it's still good. All right. Okay, so I think that's pretty fine. That's pretty fine. Okay, so today we cannot, after taking that profit to enjoy the weekend, but today we cannot be complacent over the profits. Okay, we still have to be extremely careful. All right, so just read it. Okay, will it come again? Right now, like this, we have a double bottom over here that is actually retesting. Okay, so this range, okay, we are in the range of a double bottom. That is a sign of buying. Correct, it's a sign of buying. So over this side here, okay, over on this side. So we are all we need to do is to pay attention. Okay, just pay a little bit of attention over here. That it will now maybe coming down to retest, or it may continue to go up. All right. So after it coming back for retesting, we are left with only about 15 pips. Do you think it's worth it to wait? No, I think we can just skip it. All right. All right. Unless it breaks the support and form a new resistance below, then I will say that's fine. Okay. So pound dollar, tentatively hold it, and we will come back on the second half of the day or maybe tomorrow to take a look whether it is a good time to sell. All right. Okay, so right now let's go and to dollar CAD. All right, dollar CAD. Well, dollar CAD. I guess we are about 10 days away. Right, we are 10 days away. So dollar is actually taking a very careful steps in managing holding their dollars. All right, so dollar CAD right now is actually on the selling. Right, we are on the selling. So right now we are on the selling. So what we are going to do is that, okay, so selling, let's look out for a resistance. Okay, resistance remains no change, support no change. So right now over here we have about 26 pips. Quite tight. All right, it's a little bit tight. Okay, so dollar CAD, I think probably if we want to sell, we can go for a retracement scalping. Okay, just scalp it and go. All right. So dollar CAD, it is still pretty good. I'm going to put dollar CAD into my watch list. Okay, so dollar CAD. Yes, next to go, dollar franc. Well, dollar franc over here. Okay, dollar franc. Let's take a look at dollar franc. Dollar franc, are we going to sell? Okay, probably, because as you can see, last week the action, last 2 weeks, it was selling harshly, and last week it started to retrace to recover some losses. So over here, in that case, are we going to say that it will continue to buy? All right. So first thing first, there is a resistance over here. So in this resistance, okay, in this resistance, this resistance has already been tested. Okay, the resistance has been tested. So when it breaks this resistance is actually telling us the retracement is ending, but will it still hold the price below the resistance to continue the selling, which will largely depending on the H4 opening. So tentatively, I'll just stay away. Okay. All right. Dollar yen riding on the wave to the moon. So right now we are in the bear zone. Wow. Finally, it reaches my bear zone. After so long, okay. So dollar yen, we have a chance to sell, okay, but may not be today because you are in the zone, all right. So this is something that is not really very advisable yet, okay. So this is something that we are also putting on, okay, to actually make sure that this is something good for us before we actually, okay, before we actually go into a situation that this is going to be something that we are going to face some turbulence in this zone. All right. So in this zone, it is something that we are not very keen. We are not very keen in actually putting this, okay, into my selling list. All right. Okay. So the next thing to go over here is Bitcoin. Haha, Bitcoin. Yes. Congratulations. Yeah. Okay. Bitcoin. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bitcoin, which is I think is so good. Okay, right now. Okay. Right. So I think that is something that is fantastic. Okay. We actually wanted to look out for a chance to actually continue the buying, correct? Last Friday, it actually gives a very good push. Okay, the push is fantastic. And downwards, of course, then we started to see the opportunity, correct? Okay, the opportunity was about 3,500, correct? About 3,500, right? I think it's 3,500. Yeah, somewhere here. Yeah, I think, is it 3,500? 3,500. Yeah, 3,500. Okay, about here. Yes. So yeah, I think this is somewhere, okay. Okay. So somewhere that we actually capture it. So I guess this is pretty good. Okay, for those that capture it. Okay, Aiden, yeah, good, congratulations. And Bradley, your pound dollar. Okay, Bradley 80 pips. Oh, congratulations. Okay, so right now we are still heading to 32. Okay, I'm the target is still waiting for 32. Okay, so I am still waiting for 32 to happen. Okay, so that uh, the rest of you can actually harvest at 32. Okay, right. Okay, so that's all for today. And let's take a look. All right, what do we have here? Okay, let me sum it up for you. Okay, we have this Aussie franc, Aussie yen, Aussie dollar, pound yen, dollar cap. This is actually interesting. So over here, what we are going to see is that, all right, this is something that we are going to keep a lookout. Okay, keep a lookout. Okay, keep a lookout. So make sure that we actually know where is the resistance. Okay, know where is the resistance to sell, know where is the resistance to sell, where is the support to stop, to exit. Okay, so that it will be much easier though, so that you can achieve your profits. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And I guess this is something that we are going to take note. Okay. So I shall see all of you later on in the live trading. Okay, give me an hour to come back. All right, so that I will be in the live trading with all of you. All right. So this is every day from ACS Learning Hub. I wish you good luck in your trading and shall see you later. Okay. See you again.